You ready? Okay. So we're working on number 10 on page 261 for coach's class. So number 10 is 211 divided by 4. So the first thing we have to do is our prep work. So we do all our multiples of 4 first. All right. Any number times 0 is always 0. Anytime you're not using a multiplication chart, the best way to do that is whatever number you're multiplying by, you just add that number to the number that you have. So 0 plus 4 is 4, and that'll go down here. If I add 4 here, 4 plus 4 is 8, and you go on. So you do that as you need to. And you can always make sure that your number is correct. All right, for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through all that, but that's the step you do. The next step we do is we write it in a long division format. The first number goes under the house, the second number goes outside the house. So 4 times what? So this is kind of like the outside numbers of multiplication. So 4 times what will give you close to 2. We look over here, we don't see a 2, but it's either 0 or 4. 4 is too much, so we use the 0. I'm sorry. Then we subtract, and then we bring down the next one, which is a 1. 4 times what will give you close to 21. We look over here. We have either 20 or 24. 24 is too much, so we're going to use 20, which is 4 times 5. And we subtract the answer. Subtract there, bring down the next one. 4 times what gives you close to 11? So we look over here, we have 8 or 12. 12 is too much, so we have to use 8, which is 4 times 2. And we subtract. Now, I can do this in my head already, but just in case you cannot. The first one you subtract, when this number is larger and this number, Zachary, tell me what you said. If the one on the floor.
If it's higher on the floor, go next door.
If it's what?
If it's more on the floor, go next door.
If it's more on the floor, go next door, which tells us to borrow. So when we scratch that out, we add 10 to the first one. I'm sorry. We add 10 to the first number, so 10 plus 1 is 11. And then we subtract 1 from that one, which is 0. So 8 minus 11 is 3. So that is our remainder. So now we're looking for this here is the number that we have to round. 52 rounds to what number? 50. So 50 is the number that we're pretty confident that it'll be. So 4 times 5 is what?
20.
20. So 4 times 50 is what?
200.
200. 200 is close to 211. So we rewrite the problem. We use 200 instead of 211 now. So we have 200 divided by 4 is what? 50. And you're using these numbers here. You have 200 divided by 4. And it leaves you with 50. That's the only number that you didn't use. So that is it. And 50 is your estimated number. Got it? All right, we're done.